Courage and the boldness that you gain after speaking affirmations over yourself. The more you hear it, the more you believe that it's true.
And welcome to Premier Fitness. I'm Gene Williams, your yoga instructor, and I'm here to tell you about the benefits of yoga.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining our show. You have just tuned in to Where is the Love? I am your host, Stephanie Hockenhall. Joining me is my co-host, my son, Gene Williams.
What's up, Doc?
Not a whole lot. Again, welcome everybody to our show. If you are here, we ask you to share wherever you're watching us from, whether it be Facebook or YouTube. Facebook, Love Misunderstood Institute, or my personal page, Stephanie Terrell Hockenhall. Share. And if you're watching from YouTube, Premier Fitness 0210 or Love Misunderstood Institute, please share so that others can join. Even if you cannot stay, please share. So somebody needs to hear this. So this is National Bullying Prevention Month, and we are doing all that we can to help eradicate bullying, stop it altogether. People have misunderstood love, and that's why the nonprofit organization is Love Misunderstood Institute, because when you're bullying others or you're allowing someone to bully you, you have not understood love. More than likely, if you are allowing them to bully you, you are more than likely a people pleaser. Gene was, not just because we were, but because you are wanting to be accepted. And so when you're wanting to be accepted, you tend to people please. So also watch us on TV. Yeah, we on TV, y'all. We are on Roku and we are on Amazon Fire. Go there and search POD TV space LIVE and watch us live right now while we're recording this show. You can also watch us on a website, podtv.tv. Those are the places you can watch us. If you are on one of the social media sites, please conversate, comment, ask questions. That's what we're here for, to help you in those areas. So last week we had two guests. We had Isabel Sanders, aka Izzy. We also had Kimberly D-Dine. I hope D-Dine, like divine. I got it right.
Divine. Yeah.
So today we have another guest. We are entertaining guests this month, adult guests who are willing to share their experience, their bullying experiences as kids and as adults. So many adults say we don't bully, kids bully. Hey, Kimberly. So we are inviting guests to share their experiences. So hopefully I will hear less of kids bully, not adults. All I can do is shake my head and say, get yourself together, because that's not true. Learn what bullying is so you can stop saying that. I said a whole lot, son. You got anything you want to add?
I'm ready to rock.
All right. So we are welcoming our guest, Ebonee Donald, to the stage. Come on in, Ebonee.
Hey,
y'all.
Hi, girl.
We ready to go. I'm with Gene. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready.
You better run forward, run.
Ebony, you didn't know what you signed up for when you signed up to come in here.
I didn't, but guess what? Look, I'm with it. I'm with it. We on the same page. I'm with it. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. I am ready.
We are excited to have you on your show. That's right. We in the house.
We out here.
We out here in these streets.
Yes. That is what's up.
So again, Ebony, thank you for coming to the show. And for those of you that don't know, Kimberly, that was on the show last week, is Ebony's sister.
My little sister.
So it's fun to have them back to back. They are both fun. So Ebony, when you tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, hello everybody. First and foremost, I want to thank you all for having me on your show. Thank you for this opportunity. I greatly appreciate it to be able to tell my story, and it's a couple stories that some people have never heard before that I have never repeated. So what better way than to give it to y'all real raw? It is what it is, right?
Yes.
But
yes.
So I am right. I am Ebonee Donald. I am the founder and CEO of Overcoming You. That's a brand that he gave to me to help women to wake up from sleeping on themselves, to break out of their self-limiting boundaries and beliefs. And then after you wake up from yourself, because we need to find out who we are, like other than being a wife, a mom, a sister, a daughter.
Yes.
We're going to break out of those self-limiting beliefs that we've put on ourselves, because sometimes we get in our own way. We say we bound by something and we the problem. Yes. I can raise my hand and say, Eb sometimes is the problem. Yeah. So after we break out of, after we wake up, break out of that, we're going to show up for ourselves. We're going to show up, walk in our purpose, and do what it is what we were put on this earth to do.
Right.
That's me.
Absolutely.
Thank you for sharing that. We'll get into Overcoming You a little bit more as we go throughout the show. So Ebony, the different types of bullying, when you saw that list, what in the world did you think?
First and foremost, wow is all I can say, because I never knew that there were so many different types. When I hear of bullying, I think, oh, you're just picking on somebody. Bullying is bullying. But to have it broken down to so many different types, it was like, whoa, okay, this is like a whole new world that has not been exposed like it should be. So right. You are bringing it to surface and exposing the different types. That's major. That's huge.
Yes.
That list was like, it was mind blowing for me.
As I learned, I can say Eb on the mic. As I learned about bullying, because I experienced it for many years and didn't know that's what it was. But as I started educating myself about it and learned so much about it, then I'm like, wow, I was the same way. It was like opening up, it was like a flower, just watching a closed flower, just open up and bloom slowly. It didn't feel that way. Mm-hmm. But just the way that a flower does that is how bullying has been for me, learning about it and the different types. I didn't even know there was such a thing. And so talking to people, that say, they don't bully, or I've never been a bully. I've never been a bully and I've never been bullied. I'm like, okay, you need me to talk to you, but you got to be ready.
Right.
Everybody ain't ready to receive.
No, that's what I found out.
Right.
Okay.
So, and workplace bullying has its own kinds of types of bullying too. I just learned that recently, and I'm like, wow. So this bullying applies to all ages. There's no age range. Starting as toddlers, when they're pushing and biting and kicking each other, that's physical bullying. They don't understand what the heck they're doing. So we have to teach them,
Right.
what not to do, because that comes naturally. They don't have to see somebody, hit or, do any of that stuff. Some kid come take their toy, they're naturally going to respond. So their response could be hitting, pushing, biting. And so teaching them how to use their words is so important. So anybody want to add anything? I'm taking a breath. Okay. So with the different types of bullying, Ebonee, what things came to mind for you? What resonated in you as you read the different types of bullying? What experiences?
So I have 3 experiences where I was like, mind you, bullying growing up, I didn't think I was bullied like that until once I became an adult. I'm kind of like, oh, okay. Now that I think back to that situation, I remember it so vividly. That didn't feel too good, but was it intentional? Did they know they was doing it? Am I the problem? Because it kind of had me thinking, was I the problem? Or is it something within them? But different types, for example, one example I have, and when I was going through and I saw the one that said narcissistic, and I was like, narcissistic bullying. I never heard of narcissistic bullying. And you hear of narcissists and narcissism, but I never looked at it from like a bullying point of view. For example, as a child, had to go somewhere to get my hair done. So that day I was under the care of somebody else, the person that was doing my hair. And so we went to the store to get some groceries. And so now we in the cookie aisle. What kid don't like cookies? So I was asked, so I'm going to buy some cookies. I said, okay, cool. As a kid, oh, I'm about to get some cookies. So it's on. This, this cool. I like being with her. So she's like, well, what type of cookies do you like? So I'm looking at the shelves. I remember like it was yesterday. I'm looking at the shelves and I'm like, well, I like, and then so instead of giving me a chance to use my voice and say what I like, well, do you like these? Well, do you like these? What about these? And I'm like, no, I don't like those. No, I don't like those either. Well, why are you so picky? You know what? You're just gonna get what I'm buying. At that moment, you stopped me from using my voice and you shut me up.
Yeah.
And that's like the earliest memory that I can remember that somebody stopped my voice, stopped me from expressing myself and being able to express what I like and what I don't like. Like you didn't give me a chance to say, oh, I like chocolate chip. Chocolate chip are my favorite. Okay, it's like 10 chocolate chips in front of me. So I could have been looking for the specific brand, who know we kids, whatever.
Right.
Maybe I was picking, maybe I wasn't. But in that moment, I didn't get the chance to say, oh, I like Chips Ahoy chewy. You know what I'm saying? So in that moment, I got shut down and shut up. And honestly, from then on, I never realized it up until literally, I would say last year. From that point on, I no longer knew what Ebonee liked. I no longer use my voice to say what I want to do, what I like to do. I started to conform to what everybody else. Well, do you want to go here? Sure. Well, what about if we, go see this? Okay, sure. Instead of saying, I want to go see this movie, or I want to go to this restaurant, or I want to go to this theme park. It was always literally up until 2022. I finally put my foot down and said, this is what Ebonee likes. This is what Ebonee wants to do. Ebonee has a voice. Ebonee has a mind of her own. And I didn't realize that was years ago where I got my voice shut off. So I'm 38 years old, finding my voice. So
I was older than you when I found mine.
Wow.
Yeah.
And better late than never, right?
Very true. Very true. So I'm so grateful that I finally have, because now it's like, oh no, I don't like that. I like this, but I don't like that. Now you ain't gonna shut me up no more. I bet you won't happen again.
She said, "Not on my watch."
Okay, exactly.
My power
exactly. Okay. Then let me take back what's mine, what belonged to me. I need my voice back. Hand it here. I need it back.
There we go.
But that's one of
like
the things
that.
I experienced as a child, though. And that's one of the memories I can remember as a child. And I never, being a child, I just, okay, well, maybe I should just be grateful because she's buying cookies. So I'll just shut up. No, you shut my voice off. That's not cool. You don't,
No.
One thing you don't want to do as an adult, and I don't have children, but to see everything that's going on around me in this day and age, you don't want to shut your child's or a child's voice off, because we have so much to say as children, and somebody needs to actively listen, not just listen, but actively listen. Don't let it go in one ear and out the other ear, because you could hear so much.
Right. Listening is such a vital part of communication. And kids, you can learn from anybody, any age. People don't think about life like that, but I've been learning from Gene, and I've been saying this more often lately, but Gene already know this. I've been learning from him since he was 2. And probably before that, but I can remember specifically at the age of 2, starting to learn some things from him. I'm like, how this kid is smart. This kid got a lot of sense. More sense than some of these grown folks. That's what I used to say.
I believe it.
So how did that make you feel, when you realize, let's say it like that. How did that make you feel when you realized last year, I've been shut down all these years and I haven't been using my voice. I'm like Gene said, I'm going to take my power back. I'm about to change this trajectory. How did that make you feel? Can you remember how it made you feel all those years that you didn't use your voice? And then can you remember how you felt when the change came?
See, it made me think back to how many more situations have I had like that I don't remember.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, if it happened as a child and I accepted that, we have childlike faith, we believe anything. Oh, okay, I should be grateful that she bought me cookies. So going through my teenage year, I should be grateful for this, even though I didn't get a chance to voice my opinion. Going into adulthood, I should just be grateful. So that's the thought process I had is, well, I'll just be grateful and I'll shut up.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I can still be grateful and have something to say and give my 2 cents. And because things may go in the direction more in my favor now that I can use my voice versus just accepting anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not going to accept anything anymore. So let me speak up and say something right quick.
So just like I said in the beginning about the people pleasing, you see how you were pleasing people. It's just, I think it's just the opposite of, taking control and, being in control of what happens to you and what is creating those boundaries. It's the reverse of creating the boundaries is the reverse of not speaking up and people pleasing. We're not going out like that. We are taking our voice back. That's why we speak.
That's right. Yeah.
Listen, and that's why we on episode 59. Right.
You don't hear me.
There you go.
Right.
I'm not here for no reason.
You're gonna listen today.
Okay.
So and we know that everybody that needs to hear our voice have not heard our voice, and that's why we're still on this earth existing, because more people need to hear our voice. More people need to understand that you are not the only one that have experienced what you are experiencing. Life has its challenges and its experiences, and we have to just learn from those. Gene, you want to add something?
Yeah, I was gonna say take the situations as lessons and grow, as
Yes, absolutely.
opposed to
Definitely.
allowing it to stifle us, you know. And then just us voicing our opinion, telling our story, gives others the opportunity to realize, I mean, you know, my story needs to be heard too. You
Yep.
never know who you'll free by telling your story.
Yeah.
Like, wow,
Right.
light bulb, light bulb.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that I say is we all have a story, and at the end of the day, our story is what we went through, but it's to help heal and deliver somebody else.
Yes.
So I
Yes.
say that often, that our stories aren't for us. We just lived them and went through it in order to help heal and deliver somebody else.
Right.
And maybe they don't have anybody to talk to about what they're going through, but you may hear my story and be like, wow, I was going through that too. I can relate to her. Now you
Yeah.
have somebody to relate with, and you have a whole new support system on a whole nother level.
Yep.
Yep.
Because you chose to change the trajectory of your life. You chose to let that story or that experience change your trajectory. I don't have to do that. They were going through that and they overcame. I can too.
Right.
So let me see how I need to do this, you know, because everything don't work for everybody. So, but it's the point of the light bulb moment, you know, and seeing clearly, oh, this don't have to be this way.
Right. Yep. And
You're right.
our story actually equips people with tools to help them free themselves. And
Yep.
not only to free themselves, but also first and foremost, acknowledge that there's an issue or there's something that needs to be addressed. You know what I mean? That gives you that
Yep.
like you said, you know, you realize just last year that your voice had been taken away. And it's like, wow. And now with you speaking up on it, it's actually giving people the tools. Like, yo, man, same thing happened to me. So I wonder why I have issues with this and that. And then, okay, so now you can go back to the root of it, pluck that seed out of the earth. All right, time for something new. I'm ready for something new.
Yep.
Right. Right. That's so
And
good.
that light bulb moment starts your healing when you
Yes.
when you choose it.
Yes, it is.
Oh, now my life can be changed. Now I'm going in a different direction. I'm in the fork in the road. Now I know which way to go. I'm not going to keep going the same way. I'm getting ready to change this thing. I don't know how it's going to change, but I'm walking by faith because it's about to be something different.
That's it. That's it. Yeah.
So go ahead. You want to say
I
something?
was gonna say I also have when we were talking about the types, when I was going through the list, I saw verbal and self and relational. They all kind of intertwine for me and my life story. It kind of intertwines. For verbal and self, I should say, I remember a day. It was my very first day of high school. I was a freshman. You know, first day of high school, you walking in the building, you got your brand new clothes on, your brand new all white sneakers. Me in specific, okay, I was fresh. Okay, nothing to me. I was the one. I had to have all the K Swiss back when that was a thing. I had to have all white K Swiss every school year. Okay. So I was crispy. You couldn't say nothing to me. I had on an all blue outfit, and I walked in the building, and I'm walking in like, okay, I'm a freshman. This is gonna be cool. It's high school. You know, this is a breeze. It's gonna be cool. So I walked in. I walked past a group of seniors. They were sitting there. As I walked by, they was like, one of them spoke up and was like, dang, look at her. Got on all that blue, looking like a big old blueberry. And I was like, and I was kind of like, what? Looking like, oh, who are they talking about? And I just kept walking. And then after I walked past them, I looked down, I said, oh, they was talking about me. Okay, so first and foremost, is this like you talking about my weight? Because I'm a thick chick? So what was that about? So then that kind of made me shamed. From then on, all of high school, I changed how I dressed to wear bigger clothes, baggier clothes, because if I wear something a little too fitting, oh, they gonna talk about me because I got a little extra couple pounds on there. So that kind of put me in a situation like, well, blue is my favorite color, and I got blue on, and I changed my favorite color to black. I switched my favorite color. I no longer liked or loved, should I say, loved blue as much as I did. And I'm like, I kind of allowed that to happen. But once again, I didn't have a voice. So what was I gonna say?
Yeah.
And then that was before I found out I wasn't shy. So at that time, I'm thinking, well, I'm shy. I can't speak up and say nothing. And they seniors, they older than me. And I can't say nothing back to them. Well, I know I'm not going to wear blue anymore to school. And I'm thinking the first day, I got 4 years in this building. And now I don't want to wear blue no more like that. And I didn't change my favorite color to black. So verbal, hearing them, and then self, where I had it made up in my mind, I could no longer wear blue. And I now had to change the way I looked at myself and wear baggy clothes. Because if I don't wear baggy clothes, I'm going to get talked about.
Yeah.
And who wants to get talked about? Not me.
Yeah.
So I switched up my whole everything because of that. But then later on down the line, it's like, there's nothing wrong with me wearing blue. There's nothing wrong with what I have on. There's nothing wrong with the way I dress. I ended up changing my favorite color back to blue. And now, of course, I don't mind wearing blue. So then how that turns into like relational and self, that was in high school. Once I became an adult, as y'all can see, y'all, it's obvious, y'all, I'm high yellow. Hey, you know what? I like it. I love it. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. Don't be always light skin this today. So in my adulthood, I was always told that I couldn't wear the color yellow because of how bright I was. And so I'm like, well, it wasn't, in my opinion, it wasn't intentional to hurt me or harm me, but it was something that was said to where I got to the point where, oh no, I can't wear yellow because I'm too bright. I started speaking it. And so because I spoke it, that's what my mind told me. That's what I told myself. So I believed it. Oh, you can't, no, girl, you're too bright for yellow. You can't wear yellow. You can't do that. So and this is actually something recent as well. It wasn't until this year, I finally, as you can see, I have on yellow, as you can see. I finally started to wear yellow this year in 2023. Out of all these years going along saying I can't wear yellow because I'm too bright, and no, because it's gonna drown my skin out. I'm gonna look too pale, and I'm gonna look ghostly, and I'm gonna look like Casper. I started talking about myself, started making jokes about myself, to where now I'm bullying myself because I'm believing I limited my own beliefs. I limited myself, my capabilities, and my ability because of what somebody else said.
Right.
And I'm like, well, I know it wasn't intentional because people wouldn't intentionally hurt me like that. And I had to understand that, Ebonee, you can't go along with what everybody else say. You can't believe what everybody else says over your life and what you can and can't do. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and can't do, because in that moment, you're going to have to, and the person that I am now, oh, you said I can't. Now I got to flip this thing around, not to prove to you that I can, but I'm going to prove to myself that I can, because you trying to talk negative and talk down on me and tell me I can't do it. So, of course, now here I am in all this yellow. Hello, it's yellow, bright as ever, head to toe. Okay. Do you see me, Gene? Do you see me?
When you see me, I'm blinking.
Shades on. You might need some sunglasses because it's right over here. Okay, all of this yellow now matches this personality. That's how, like, the color yellow is how bubbly I am, how bright I am, how I'm just, it's me. You take it, leave it, love it. I love it, of course. So you're going to get what you get. So now I flipped it from what happened in high school wearing the blue and what happened in my adult life wearing yellow. So what I did was I made those my brand colors.
There you go.
So now the blue and this yellow are my brand colors. The blue, I'm cool as a fan, okay? Don't be nobody as cool as me. I'm just saying, cool as a fan. And I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed every single day. This ain't no what is it? It's 5:30 there. It's 6:30 here. It's not just it's in the evening time. Ebony's bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. No, I literally wake up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
That's
so
awesome.
When I say something like smiling 100 watts, that's because 100 watts is so bright. I say good morning, that's because I'm like a ray of sunshine. That's just I just exude that. And so I'm like, well, I'm not gonna let nobody tell me I can't. I'm a blueberry, looking like a blueberry, and then I can't wear yellow. Nah, I'm gonna flip that whole thing around and I'm gonna show y'all something. So that's how I took them negatives and turned them into a positive. And then how I feel is, look at me now. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but toot. Just saying. Okay.
That's so awesome. Mark said maybe that's why I like Mellow Yellow, the soda. I am yellow, and that's one of my favorite drinks. Listen, Ebony, I was called yellow when I was growing up, and I'm like, how am I yellow? Y'all don't know y'all's colors. You know, I mean, I'm really trying to. Yes, right, and called a yellow banana. Oh my goodness! Listen,
I used to get called a glowworm all the time. You remember back in the day, the glowworm?
Yep.
That's what I got called. The little toy.
Yeah.
And here's what I would say now. This me would be like, oh, that's just because I light up your life.
Right. Exactly.
Listen, let me tell you. See, Gene, now you done took me there because I tell people, don't you know, I'm like a walking thermometer. I can walk in a room. If y'all too hot, I'm going to cool y'all down. If y'all too cold, I'm going to heat y'all up because y'all need some of this in y'all life because y'all a little bit too cold. So I tell people all the time, I'm a walking thermometer. I can't help it. We're going to shift the atmosphere in the room when I walk in.
There you go. Exactly.
Listen, walking the
energy changes the atmosphere.
Right. Yes. Walk in the room saying, I light up your life. Listen, Ebony, that is so awesome that you changed the trajectory by, I don't have to not like these colors. You realize what you were doing. I don't like this because of what they're saying, right. And a lot of people don't realize the effect that their words have on people. And, I talk a lot about the power of words because words do have power. And, Gene had to help me understand this. He calls me an etymologist because I'll break down some words. I need to look it up. Remember, Ebony, you and Kim, remember when we was talking about the change, let's go make this change. I'm like, I don't want to hear no money. I want to hear paper.
She said dollar bills, y'all.
Yes. I'm talking about the paper money.
Right. Get the dollar gun out.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, stuff sounds cool when we say stuff and repeat stuff because somebody said, or we say stuff to people that hurt people's feelings, not caring, just being frivolous with words, and we have to be cognizant of what these words mean and what, are they building up? Are they edifying or are they tearing down? If they ain't edifying somebody, then we need to exit. Like he always say stage left, he ain't saying it. But you ain't got to be around me. Get gone. There's plenty of other people to be around. Just don't be around me with all that you got going on because I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to hear it. The papaya that crinkle.
Paper.
The paper. Okay, listen. I guess I'm.
You hungry? Are you hungry? That was a Freudian slip. She hungry.
That make me think of Keisha being like my daughter. She'd be like, "Mom, you too white." I'm trying to sound out something that it ain't, and she wrote it just like we said.
That paper.
Okay, all right, I guess.
She brought out her inner Negro.
My bad, Kim. I guess I was too white on that one. I ain't know.
I do want to touch on something that you said, Ebonee, that a lot of people don't realize how when someone says something about us, positive or negative, it becomes, if we allow it to, it becomes part of the broken record that we hear over and over in the back of our heads. You know, so that negative thing that someone said to you, you allowed it to affect you, and that became part of how you talk to yourself.
Yeah.
And it created a reality of its own. So it's just, we don't realize, and like you said, Mom, people are very frivolous with words. You know, they just say whatever, not realizing that every action has an equal and opposite reaction.
Yeah.
So everything that you say, even in jest, you know, causes a ripple effect.
Right.
That's why I tell people all the time, like, I don't want to hear even you jokingly talking negatively about yourself. Because even the comedians will tell you this all the time. The best jokes always have a twinge of truth in them.
Yes.
So if you say something negatively about yourself, even jokingly, there's a part of you that believes that.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're creating more of a cycle towards that thing manifesting itself more over and over again. So I don't even, hey, listen, hey, cut that. I don't want to hear that. Well, I was just joking. Listen, you might want to joke a different way.
Yeah.
Watch your words.
Right. Watch your words and change your language. I tell a lot of people that you have to change your language because I used to like when something was funny, like Subaru, oh my goodness, you killing me.
Right.
Let me tell you, what you're not doing is killing me.
Exactly.
Actually, my sister Kim, she was the one that said, Ed, we got to stop doing that. And I was like, it's just saying I'm laughing. She was like, no, but you're speaking that over yourself and you say it over and over to where
it happens.
It can happen.
Right.
You don't want to speak nothing into existence that ain't supposed to be.
Right.
So I had to, like, changing your language goes deep. And a lot of people, like you said, don't really understand what you're really saying about yourself. Not even, saying about from somebody else saying it, but the things we speak over ourselves. What? We have to change our language. It's so important. Like the whole I'm broke. Stop saying that. You're gonna be broke the rest of your life then. Quit saying that. I'm rich. That's what I said to Kim. I was talking to Kim one day and I told her, I said, people that use that term about their kids, oh, my broke best friend, my broke best friend. Quit speaking that over your children.
Yep.
Be careful what you speak over your children, because what if your child is not believing, oh, I'm broke?
Yeah.
And internally they keep that and they believe that for how long? Because look how long I remember the whole cookie situation.
Right.
That came from, that's coming from parents. It's like, come on now, we got to do better, especially with these babies, because these babies soak up any and everything, and they're going to repeat it, and they're going to remember.
Right.
Now, how they lash out or act out over what they're remembering, they kind of heard it from you. Just saying, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely, before we get out of here, because we're getting low on time, so I definitely want to discuss you as a writer. So everybody, Ebonee is a writer, and she's getting awards. So kind of tell the people about that.
Whoa, I haven't talked about this in so long, Gene. Y'all brought it out of me today. So yes, a couple things about me that people do not know. I am an award-winning writer. Since I was a teenager, I have maybe 4 or 5 first place trophies for writing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I was since age 14. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that about me. So I love to write. I used to writing essays, poetry. Like, the way I remember stuff is I do acronyms for like everything. Like, that's how my creative mind works. Everything is I turn it into an acronym and it just flows. And I don't know how God gave me that gift to do that, but it's amazing because sometimes I could be thinking of something and I want to teach something. And so say the word ask. Okay, now I done wrote out what ask means. The A stands for this, the S stands for this, the K stands for this. And then when I create a sentence, when it just flows and it's the word ask. So
Right.
my writing capabilities are sick. And I know I need to
There you go.
focus more and hone in on it some more. But yeah, and I'm proud of that because I'm like, there's so much that needs to be done and so much that needs to be changed within this world just from writing. And you don't know which way it's going to go and what it's going to help and who is going to help.
Right. Yep. Yeah, you know the saying, the pen is mightier than the sword. So what we write creates a reality. Yep. Yep. That's awesome.
So good. So yeah, I'm actually I did write. I'm in the process of finishing up writing a journal. I'm finishing that up. I'm in the process of also writing 2 books. Then I have another planner / journal that I will be in the process of writing as well. So I'm getting back into it. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited.
Awesome. Yeah, keep us in the loop. Keep us in the loop with that, please.
That's so cool.
I most definitely will. I definitely will.
That's awesome. So awesome. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Ebonee. Jean, did you have something else you want to ask her?
Yeah, I was going to ask her about, so also, not only is she an amazing writer, but she's an amazing accountability partner, too. Got to talk about that.
Listen, that was a huge surprise to me. For my accountability group, I'm in a mentorship where I'm a mentee and I am over one of the groups. I'm the leader in the group. And let me tell y'all, when I was chosen to be the leader, I'm like, what I'm supposed to lead and do what? What I'm supposed to say? What I'm supposed to do? I'm like, okay, help. So I've been the leader of my group, and I recently won an award for most outstanding accountability partner. Something that I do is I reach out to my group on a regular basis, keep them up to date on meetings, times, changes, deadlines, check in to see how everybody is doing, whether it's business wise or just check in because every once in a while we need somebody to check in on us. I'm the type of I'm the check-in friend. I'm the one I reach out, hey, how you doing? Just checking on you. Ain't heard from you in a while. That's me. And so I didn't know 100% how that was going to go for me because I'm like, so how am I supposed to lead people? I don't know how to go about leading. But once I won that award, it like the light bulb for me went off because of what I am building with Overcoming You is to hold people accountable for showing up for themselves, to help people build their confidence. Because I was that girl that I didn't have that confidence. The confidence I have now, listen, about 2 years ago, I didn't have this. I say even fully a year ago. Let's take it back to a year. Last October, I say this year 2023 is the most confidence I've ever had in my life. And I had to hold myself accountable because I needed to change, because I needed to be a better person for myself and for even a better person for myself, a better wife, a better friend, a better sister. So, and on top of that, I needed to have a better relationship with God, most importantly. So I had to get myself together and hold myself accountable in a relationship with God first and foremost, because without him, I'm nothing. I wouldn't be the person that I am today. Yep. So in my brand, I'm building Overcoming You. I was able to wake up from sleeping on myself.
There you go.
I was able to break off my self-limiting beliefs and my self-limiting boundaries. And then now I'm now walking in my purpose. Like I've been, for example, the opportunity to be on this show with you all. I feel like this is a part of me walking in my purpose. I'm able to be on this show to tell my story, to help somebody else that may not be able to speak up and may not realize that their voice was silenced, you know? And then on top of that, I'm also an MC. So I've been MCing for virtual events and also in-person events. And I know one day I'll be on somebody's stage as a speaker, because as you can see, I have plenty of stories to tell and I have plenty of my life to tell. So I know somebody needs to hear it to help with their healing process and their deliverance process. That way they know they're not by themselves, because none of us are alone. It's just, who is it that I can relate to that have gone through something that I've been through to help raise me from where I am, and to give you a whole new level of support to know, wow, I'm not by myself. I don't have to do this by myself. There's somebody else I could talk to that was bullied because they were heavy set and they were wearing blue. Or there's somebody else light skinned that I thought I couldn't wear yellow either. Now look at her. It may not be like the brightest highlighter yellow in the box, but it still has on yellow. Yeah. So it's about finding what best fits you and what best suits you. And that's allowing me to walk into my purpose. So because of my life experiences, I'm able to create Overcoming You, and then my community overcome hers, like overcome, and then the word overcome and the word hers, because I had to overcome her right here.
Right.
Awesome.
So we're overcomers.
There we go. Love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm able to do that because of my experience. And I was feeling beat up because I don't have a college degree. I don't. But life has given me the education that I need to be able to be successful in my actual God-given purpose.
Right. Yes.
So I'm just, listen, I am overjoyed, and I am in a space where the peace and the joy that I have is so overwhelming. I love it.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
It is.
Awesome.
It is very beautiful. So, one thing that I've noticed and realized here lately is that people, a lot of people, well, I'll just say some people that are speakers right now were not, their voice was cut off before that. So it was the opposite. I was shut down. I didn't talk. I didn't speak up. And I didn't do that for many years. Now I'm a speaker and I'm talking to the masses. Listen, masses.
Yep.
Because that's where we're getting ready to go. Masses.
Yes.
So that's something to see, how that has worked in a lot of people's lives too. And, of course, I was one. So Kim, I'm sorry, Ebonee.
I'm used to it. I was going to answer you anyway. I'm used to it. Our parents do it too. Kim, Ebonee. I was going to answer you anyway, girl.
Yes.
Listen, my brothers used to say, because they're Armand and Liddell, and Mama would say, to one of them, call them the other's name, and then they would say, Mama, and then she say, boy, you know who I'm talking to.
You know what I mean.
Exactly. Yeah.
Boy, you.
Yeah, right.
You know your name. But you didn't call my name, but you know what your name is. You know I was talking to you.
Right. Don't be sassing me, boy.
Kim said global.
Yeah, we're going global, Kim.
Exactly.
Yes,
we're going worldwide, prestige.
That's what I'm talking about. International.
Internationally, yes. Definitely. I'm ready. Yes, definitely.
I am too. So identify some of those feelings and thoughts that you had in any of the the experiences that you shared. Identify some of those feelings. Did it make you, you already said, it made you feel bad, but did you have, as far back as you can remember? All right, Kim, Prestige Worldwide. Can you remember experiencing headaches or anxiety or not wanting to go to school, for example, in that story that you shared? Do you remember feeling things like that? Because I'm asking about the effects that you felt of bullying.
I do. From the situation with school, I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell anybody what happened. Honestly,
Yeah.
nobody knew what happened. Maybe until maybe some years ago, maybe. So I've been out of high school for 20 years now. 20 years this year. So didn't tell my friends. Didn't tell anybody else. So I would go to school, and that's like, okay, are they gonna be sitting right there today? Are they gonna be sitting somewhere else? Like, do I have to watch to see where they at? Do I need to make sure I go in the school a different way? Do I need to go around a different way? Do I need to walk class a different way? Like, I wanted to change up my whole routine
Right.
because of what some other people said who probably has even deeper issues than I ever had.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
wanted to change my whole everything because of them. And so it was like, okay, so am I going to see? Because now I remember, the three people that it was. So if I see one of them, is one of them going to say something to me? Or is the only one that's going to be all three? So
Yeah.
what about if it's just two of them? So
Yeah.
like all those thoughts were going through my head like, okay, so if you see them and they say something, what you going to do this time? So I'm like having these conversations in my head and like making myself anxious and making myself nervous. And so I would speed walk to class
Yeah.
and just keep my head down and just go to class.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention to who around me. Somebody calling my name in the back, I don't hear them because my head, I'm focused. I got to get to class because if I see these people, what they gonna say or what I'm gonna
Right.
say, what am I
Right.
gonna do?
Yeah.
I know I'm not. Remember, I'm telling myself I'm shy. I'm shy. I can't speak up and say nothing to them because I can't speak up for myself. Are they gonna try to beat me up? Are they gonna try to fight me because they upperclassmen and
Yeah.
I'm fresh meat? I'm freshman.
Yeah.
I'm the little quiet girl, but then deep down, I know I'm not the quiet girl. But now I gotta be the quiet girl because y'all talked about me. Y'all
Right.
made me be the quiet girl all over again when that's not really me at all, as
Yeah.
y'all can see.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
quickly, because we're almost out of time, what can you remember? What bullying experience can you remember as an adult? Experiencing as an adult.
As an adult, I've witnessed, it was like an indirect type thing. It
Okay.
wasn't to me, but
Okay.
I've watched it happen to somebody else in my presence. And it was
Okay.
like at work. And it's like, okay, how can she talk to her like that? How can he talk to her like that? Like that's not cool. And then to see the victim walk away with this look on their face, and I am like a nurturer all day, every day. My passion is to help take care of people internally and externally. So
Yeah.
you walking around with this look on your face, and I'm cool with you. Hey, what's going on? So I have to walk up and say, hey, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve to be talked to like that. You don't have to take that. There's things that you can do. There's people you can talk to, and you do have a voice, and you can speak up for yourself. Now here I am in the work in the corporate world telling somebody else they have a voice while mine is still silenced.
Yeah.
Like, how that work? You know what I mean?
Easy. It works easy because we can help somebody else before we can speak up for ourselves. Just like when Gene was experiencing bullying as a kid, and I was too, but didn't know that's what it was. I was able to speak up for him. I mean, and we call that the mama bear. Now, but it's easy to help somebody else. Gene was being bullied while his classmate was being bullied too. He was able to help her, and encourage her. It's easier to speak up for somebody else and to help somebody else than it is to do it for ourselves.
Right.
I don't
Right.
know why, but it is.
Exactly. Because they one guy I talked to, he had thanked me. He was like, thank you. I appreciate you. And I was like, oh, I'm thinking I didn't even do anything. I'm just checking. I was just being myself. And it's just natural for me to check on somebody else. I'm like, I was just being myself to check on you to make sure you were good because your facial expressions tell me everything
Yeah.
about how you feeling, what you're thinking. So I just want to check on you and your mental to make sure that you're okay.
That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
It is.
You know, people generally don't care when they, how you doing? They really don't care.
Right.
If you actually paid attention to his face and his body language and his energy, yeah. Definitely touches home. It's like, someone actually cares.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow, that's
right.
rare.
That is very rare. A lot of people, they say, "Oh, how are?" That's like some people. Somebody will say, "Oh, I'm praying for you." Are you really? Or are you just saying that?
Yeah.
Are you actually legit doing it, or are you just telling me that to make me feel better? But deep down, you don't really care like that because you're not really taking that genuine time out to throw my name up and pray for me. So like, it's like, do people genuinely really care enough to really listen to me and to really pay attention to my facial expressions to see, oh, Eb always got a smile on her face, or Eb always laughing. So she not laughing today and she not smiling. Let me check on her. Or I ain't see her say nothing lately. So let me check in on her to make sure, it's all about is we don't really have that much that people really care like that anymore. And that's just something that I'm good for, is to pay attention to your, like you said, your body language and your facial expressions and everything to see, okay, something's not right. And I can feel it. I have a feeling that I have when I know something's not right with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's called intuition. It's that intuition.
Yes.
So we're at the end of our show. Any last words of encouragement, Jean and Ebonee? Either one of y'all go first to share with the audience to help them use their voice.
Me personally, something I like to tell people is to, and this is going to sound kind of cliche maybe, but this is what I say. I say, get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yes.
Because using your voice is going to be so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
People are not going to like it. People are not going to like the fact that you are speaking up for yourself and taking up for yourself. Why? Because it's a change and people don't like change. Yeah. So get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and whatever that looks like for you, do that. Using your voice, speaking up for somebody else, reaching out to somebody that you really don't want to reach out to. Just get comfortable being uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, somebody is going to feel much better. And even deep down, you're going to feel better to know that, okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do because I have made myself very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Man.
So
I said what she said. I didn't. You said everything. That was everything.
So that was good, Ebonee. Mm-hmm. Very good. So my words of advice would be to use your words. People will say anything to you the way they want. You have to learn how to use your voice to create boundaries. Listen, that's not how this is going down. Listen, don't talk to me that way. You can leave. You don't have to say all of that to people, but if you have enough tone, when you tell somebody, listen, that's not how this is going to roll, or you're not going to talk to me like that, then, it adjusts their attitude to, okay, if I'm going to be around this person, I got to respect them. I can't disrespect them. So use your words and create boundaries, because we don't want to be shut down. We don't want to, we have something to say. So, create the boundaries and shut those down that don't want to, respect you. They got to go. Get to stepping.
It's a stage.
Lord hit you with a good Lord.
Right.
Well, y'all, we are at the end of our show. Ebonee, we have enjoyed having a conversation with you.
Thank you. I've enjoyed you both.
You are an amazing person, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep elevating. Go on to the next level. Keep going up, and up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You hear Jean singing in the upper room. So, y'all, we are at the end of our show. We ask you to stay to see the outro video, Gene's video, music video, his first video. So we send you away with peace. We send you away with love. We send you joy and happiness. Take care. Speak up. Use your voice. Create boundaries. Take care. Bye for now.
Had become a common thing, but I have the faith to move a mountain. As you'll see, won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. Dark clouds, catastrophes, and self-doubts, but I kept my head when I couldn't see how. My strength of will made me proud. Everything falls into place. Gotta take the risk, can't play it safe. Gotta have the faith to move a mountain. Then you'll be free. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. Cause to be the boss no more. So just clear sky. Decided to take control of my life. Now I'm not afraid to reach for those heights. Ain't no glass ceilings in sight. Take it from me. No, 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 no. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. Won't let you take it from me. No, 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 no. Won't let you take it from me. 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 Won't let you take, won't let you take it from me. Won't let you take. Won't let you take it from me, won't let you take it from me, won't let you take